All right, yes, thank you very much for staying with us once again and joining us on this channel, Sports 7 GH. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. The headlines for today: Mohammed Kudus versus Manchester City. After making the team of the week for the first day in the English Premier League, or first match day in the English Premier League, will Mohammed Kudus also give a fantastic performance versus Manchester City away from home to continue his excellent start to the English Premier League campaign for Tottenham Hotspur? And then also we will look at, in fact, new Ghana coach for the Ghana under 20, Maxwell Konedu Sichofe. In fact, Sicho of Joy Sports Niadia is explaining why he thinks it's not a good decision to let go of Desmond Affair and bring Maxwell Konedu in. In fact, yesterday I couldn't say it like I wanted to say it, but I said that Maxwell Konedu's recent jobs he's taking, it is some way, except for the Insua job. It is some way. And if you look at the Ghana under 20 team, okay, we will be talking about that. And then also we'll look at okay, Hearts of folk. Charlie Omanya Band Kakra. I mean, the Hearts fans be brave me. Of the news Kakra ebeba. Alright, do all to subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell, and select all. Leave your thoughts, comment, views, opinions below in the comment section if you have any. Thank you very much for staying with us and joining us once again. Now, in fact, it is confirmed that Desmond Affair will not be the Ghana under 20 head coach again. In fact, the new head coach for the Ghana Black Starlights or the under 20 team is Maxwell Konedu, former Insua, former Kotoko. He went to South Africa for some time. It didn't go well. In fact, he was about to take the Hearts of Folk job, but indeed it didn't go well again, and then it was given to Didi Dramani. Now he's the full-time head coach, or he's the head coach. I don't know if it is full-time, but head coach of the Ghana under 20 team. Now, Cicho of Joy Sports, Joy FM in Accra, is saying that he doesn't agree with the decision. He thinks the decision is not the right decision, because if you are coaching young players, it is different from coaching Premier League teams or coaching top teams and clubs. And that is my point. My point with Maxwell Konedu is that even with the clubs, he's not had very good times. Into a tremendous or team I think the FA Cup was a day. That is when he had the recent jobs after so J Kotoko first league title now Jima on your first like on only first league title Jima Kotoko no. Okwa na Black Stars near thereby. Now saying oh Charlie. Maxwell Konedu need 10 players kobo we now. 10 players was Munjira pitches na mumbo. And Jakwa star be, but one of the biggest problem is that the national team is not a year with top players. You cannot go and be buying players. And then also you get them for a very short period of time. Do you get it? Yes, you get them for a very, very short period of time. So I don't know. For me, I think that he is going to struggle a little bit. But his experience cannot be discounted. As a coach, he is a very, very experienced coach. Okay, he's been with the Black Stars for so long. He knows the in and out of that's national teams. All right, so probably that will give him the nod to help the Ghana under 20 team to do well. Okay, and that is why I don't want to say that it was a bad one or what. But this is what Sicho had to say in Joy FM or at Joy FM today.
I didn't see it coming, although he's one of our more experienced coaches. But I looked at it from the side of style, right? Because the team is coming from Desmond Affair, who plays a certain brand of football that, to be fair, it's the modern way of football, is what he brought to the fore. And I find Maxwell Kudus as a coach who is in the class of coaches who are not necessarily developers, but they are just going in for the win. And I don't see the link between Maxwell Kudus and the national team coaches. I don't think that they are the same. And I'm thinking that one of the things that we liked was that the way Otto Addo wants to play is somewhat, the similarities are there between how Otto likes his football and how Desmond liked his football. So it would have been easy to have players transition from U20 to the national team. So this is not about whether Maxwell is a good coach or is not a good coach. He is a good coach. He's one of the best, as I've said, we have in the country. But stylistically, we've moved on from one coach to the other, who both of them play very different brand of football. Unless the FA is gonna say that the football DNA that they spoke to us about like a year and a half ago, they have run our coaches through them. They have reoriented our coaches, and they know how we expect our national teams to play. If that is the narrative, then the assumption would be that Maxwell Kudus, that we know and the way he plays is going to be different from how his under 20 team would play. Of course, on under 20 levels, we want success. But I'm looking at success with a long-term plan of transitioning players to directly move on to the national team and then fit in. But maybe they've looked through the national team and realized that it's been a while since we had any meaningful success at under 20. So we now desperately need to get in there, get some success. And these players are good enough to be re-coached in a national team level, even if they are not playing the same brand of football and under 20 into the national team. So yeah, we'll see how it goes with him.
So those are the views of Sicho. No. Fantastic, you guys. Now, Hearts of Folk, Accra Hearts of Folk, Moga, they've been banned by FIFA. Normal reacting to the ban. This is the FIFA letter. I just say, Omode Abre Hearts of Folk. They said, dear sir or madam, we refer to the above mentioned matter. That is the FIFA legal portal Accra Hearts of Folk SC registration ban implementation. It's not just a Hearts of Folk registration ban. Okay, so continuing the letter, they say that as well as the decision passed by FIFA in the matter, reference number FPSD 17518, the decision in the context, it appears that despite the decision, Hearts of Folk, the respondent has not yet completed and complied with its financial obligations towards Rennie Hidnick. Okay, in this regard, we wish to inform the parties that a ban from registering new players internationally and nationally has been implemented by FIFA on the respondent. The registration ban will remain active until the amount due is paid and for a maximum duration of up to 3 entire and consecutive registration periods. Lastly, the Ghana Football Association is required or requested to immediately implement on the respondent a ban from registering new players at the national level. So simple. Hearts of Folk has been banned from registering new players because they are owing their former technical director Rennie Hidnick $150,000. Hearts of Folk was the official statement from Hearts of Folk. Just go and pay the money. FIFA has banned you. What are you saying? Accra of Folk wishes to inform its cherished supporters, stakeholders, and the wider football community of recent communication from FIFA regarding the Rennie Hidnick matter. FIFA has confirmed the implementation of a registration ban on the club due to unresolved financial obligations. We acknowledge the seriousness of this development and wish to assure our supporters that the management and board are actively engaging all relevant parties, including the Ghana Football Association and FIFA, to resolve matters swiftly and responsibly. Importantly, we wish to clarify that our current player registration has been completed prior to the enforcement of this ban. Therefore, there will be no immediate disruption to our squad or competitive commitment. We understand the concerns this may rise. We appeal to our Phobian family. Go and pay the $150,000. You think that you've completed your player registrations this summer or this window, but the next one, they said 3 consecutive windows, and in fact, until you pay the money, they will keep extending the ban. So go and pay the money, mother. Yeah, Charlie, let me move on. Okay, so Maxwell, Waladzi, and Maxwell Waladzi, fantastic defender for Fred Stand. They played versus Crystal Palace yesterday. In fact, Palace won senior. Crystal Palace won just 1-0 over them in the Europa Conference League qualifiers. 90 minutes of football action by Maxwell Woladi. He had 34 touches, 10 clearances, 4 over 4 duels won, 3 ball recoveries, 2 over 3 ground duels won, 2 interceptions and 1 block. If you look at the back line of the team now, he is the player with the highest rating. Maxwell Woladi, Ghanaian international, had a very, very good game versus Crystal Palace yesterday evening as we bring you all the details. Also, Ibrahim Sadiq scored back-to-back, okay, for AZ Alkmaar in all competitions. Over the weekend, he scored in the league game, and then yesterday too, he scored for AZ Alkmaar to give them the lead in their conference league qualifier. He scored from a header, even though he's not of a tall height or a very good height, but he still manages to score goals from a header, and that is a very, very good one from Black Stars player Ibrahim Sadiq. He's gotten Black Stars collar before, but he hasn't really played. We will be hoping that he does well. Now, last week, okay, Mohammed Kudus, he was part of the Premier League team of the week, according to SofaScore. Now, Arsenal's David Raya was imposed. Ola Aina of Nottingham Forest was the right back. Danny Ballard of Sunderland, okay, and then Virgil van Dijk of Liverpool, Godmonson of Leeds United, Mohammed Kudus 8.65 rating by WhoScored.com, and then Papi Matassa of Spurs, also Nico Gonzalez of Manchester City, and then Cody Gakpo of Liverpool, and the 2 strikers were Richarlison and Chris Wood. Now, Mohammed Kudus was part of the team of the week for the first match day. Will he be part of the team of the week for the second match day? Because Tottenham Hotspur will be playing versus Manchester City. Early kickoff tomorrow, Maza 11:30. And a journal saw get Maza early kickoff. Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspur. Both teams are having 3 points currently, but Man City is having 3 points plus 4 goals, and Tottenham Hotspur is having 3 points plus 3 goals. Now, Tottenham Hotspur, they are a boogie side for Manchester City. Now, they've been beating Man City for consecutive times at Chepa. Any serious match, unless they almost Man City. Now, last season, Man City. Last season, Man City. It doesn't matter the coach or them. Still, now Tottenham Hotspur will always beat Man City. Mohammed Kudus met Manchester City last 2 seasons. You remember the bicycle kick? Okay, bicycle kick. Yes, Mohammed Kudus versus Manchester City. Our ETIHAD, our bicycle kick in the shirt of West Ham United, or bicycle kick last day. But West Ham went on to lose the game, I think 3-1 in the last day of the EPO. Okay, so he's going back to ETIHAD. Are we expecting something? We hope so. The coach of Tottenham Hotspur, Thomas Frank, in the season that Manchester City won treble, Thomas Frank is the only coach that beat them back to back or share Man City home and away. And the extra game, they are very difficult for Man City. Very, very difficult for Man City. And we are all hoping that what we saw in the first game, when it comes to Mohammed Kudus versus Burnley, in the first game of the English Premier League, we are hoping that Kudus will give us something more in the Man City game. Man City, the NBA more difficult than there. But Charlie, Nuno Mendes, Mona say, how they are. And also about down, and also best say, oh my, what I say. Until tomorrow, 11:30, lunchtime kickoff, we will be there and we will be present watching Mohammed Kudus versus Man City. How do you think he is going to fare? Let me know your thoughts, comment, views, opinions in the comment section of the video. Like the video, hit the notification bell and select all. Thank you very much for staying with us and joining us once again on this channel, Sport 7GH. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.